Hi folks, here we are at a scrapyard down in Alliance, Nebraska. So we're going to do a little walkthrough, see what's interesting here, if there's anything buyable or interesting that we should look at. And it looks like there's a lot of different old stuff here, so enjoy the video. And we'll start off with these. Looks like an F4, F5 up on the top there, 51 or 2. This bus is really cool. It's like a 1937 or 8 GMC. Let's see if I can step over here and get a better view of the front of it. Please bear with us on this video because I don't have the normal microphones I have, so I'm just using the camera microphone, so you're probably going to catch a little wind on this one. But anyway, we'll show you what we can here. Panning the back aisle here. There's some older stuff, some newer stuff. It's a scrapyard, so they get in anything that they can. Looks like they probably save a little of the older iron from crushing it right off the bat, or things that they think are worthwhile. When you look up on the top there, there's a fuel tank for a truck up on there. That's an older one. Looks like a 3-bay tank maybe. A little rough terrain here. So this video is not going to be quite up to our normal par because it was something that was kind of impromptu. But we'll kind of walk through here. It looked like there was some good old stuff along this fence line, so I'm going to get over in the back and check them out. Here's a Dodge 4-door sedan. Oh, this one's a Dodge business coupe here, 3-window, little short roof business coupe. And a Buick. This one's a Buick 2-door hardtop. That's pretty cool. I kind of like the Dodge myself. We'll get in the front, check it out. It looks like a probably a 49 or 50 Dodge Wayfarer. Here's the Buick. There's a little Chrysler car there. So we're going to get over towards the back a little more. Well, in the back there we got a 56 Ford. It's an F100, but it's got a screwed up cab. Looks like it's got good doors though. And then we got another Ford here. I'll show this one. This one is missing the bed. It's an F100 that somebody put a flatbed on. Here's a Chevy cab right there. Somebody wrote save on the dash, so it didn't want to get scrapped. Here's another Ford little F100 here. That's kind of cool with a farm box on it. Looks like a 2-wheel drive. And we got a Jeep and a couple advanced designs, so we'll get over that way. Well, we get over by these advanced design Chevys. This one looks like a 3100 short box. This is the kind of stuff you find in a scrapyard in Nebraska though. If you're out east, it would be all rotted out. Just good solid Western metal. And here it looks like a 3800, a 1-ton. Got Pepsi Cola on the door, that's kind of cool. But it's a 1-ton advanced design. There's a cool Chevy truck here. This one's a panel truck. See the panel truck body there, that's kind of interesting. Somebody cut some doors on one side. It's a 60 or 61. Got the tall hood, but somebody cut some windows back there. Here's a crew cab square body. Bronco 2 and a couple 72 era Chevy pickups here. From there we'll get down to the other side. These are the Chevy pickups here. Looks like a long box. I think the white one might be a short box. It looks like it's probably a short box, that white one. And we'll kind of pan through the yard here. You can see stuff is just piled up. All kinds of scrap metal. So from here we're going to go down to the other end of the yard and catch some of the other old stuff. Well, I'm trying to limit some of this grass noise with this microphone I'm using, so I'm kind of trying to stay still here a little bit. There's another, that's a bigger truck, grain truck, advanced design. Here's a big Series International, that's a big boy right there. And a 46 or so Ford truck. This one is an old grain truck too. We've got a pretty good cab and stuff on it. There's another Ford back there. Looks like a 61 to 6 style. Looks like a short box. And another Chevy pickup there. So we'll get on the other side of these bushes and check them out. Well, I got a little closer to this Ford. It is a short box, but it's a unibody short box, so that's kind of cool. Really solid floor pan in that thing. Look at it. And this other Chevy here, we'll pan over to this one, is a short box 3100. So it needs some pieces and parts, you know, doors and hood and fender and grill, but still a worthwhile project. You can kind of check it out there. Kind of hard to catch all this stuff in this really deep grass, but we're doing the best we can here. Well, we got a Torino 500 here, Ford. It looks like a Dodge cab in there behind it. 60s one. And here's a Chevy here, two-door hardtop. Missing a fender on the other side, but looks like a worthy project. Here's the other side of the Torino. And we got a dent side Ford pickup there that's for parts. Looked like it might have rolled or something. Anyway, any of the stuff you have interest in, message us and we can get you the information of this place, and you can come check it out or ask them the price or anything like that. Looks like a 48 to 50 Ford truck over there, F4. There's the other side of that F4. It's got a big heavy like military dump box on it. We'll check this one out. This is another 48 to 50, F2 on the cab, but they must have swapped the cab because it's on a like an F5 or 6 frame. Give you kind of an overall view there. And you can see what we're dealing with here. Look at all these weeds and stuff we got to weed through. Some of them are as tall as these vehicles. So we're going to plow through a few more and see if we can find any other old stuff. Well, as you can see, this place accumulates just about anything. There's some more modern vehicles there. There's a banana seat bike in there, girls one. But there's combines and cars and just about anything you can imagine in these piles. Barbed wire. Just all piled up in here. They just scrap out anything they can get a hold of. So we're just kind of sorting through, see if we can find anything to buy. Well, we got back over to where we started. There's their rollback they use. Here's the bus that we started off with. We're going to kind of walk back through this side. There's a bunch of older stuff on this back side too. Look at the Chevy wood ornament on that little Japanese truck. Looks like that was a motorhome at one point. Somebody pulled the whole motorhome body off of it. We'll get further back here, you can check it out. There it is. There's an old boat. And just piles and piles of stuff here. Look at it all. Piled up. Probably 15, 20 feet deep in spots. We're going to get over to that back row with the old stuff. Thought that was kind of interesting. It looks like some Volkswagen suspension parts and wheels made into a farm wagon. We see a lot of old Ford stuff, like 30s, 40s Ford stuff that they do that with, but I've never seen any Volkswagen parts, Beetle parts that they've used for that. Because usually those things are done during the Depression and stuff. But somebody had the idea there. They were working with a budget. The GMC pickup that got squashed in the side there. Suburban with no wheels. I see a couple older ones over there, so we'll jump over that way. Yep, they got a 51 or 2 Ford truck there. A big one, F5 or 6, and an International behind there. See if we can get over on this back row here. It seems like they have most of the older stuff they want to save along the fence lines here. Well, there's a Chevy 3600 there, pickup. Got a Ford, probably a 53, 52 or 3. Here's a 57 Chevy, looks like. That one's a 4-door sedan. There's a Buick, 4-door. Couple Ford pickups here. Looks like that far one has a wide window. We'll check that out. Yeah, that looks like a 59 or 60 wide bed with a wide window. That's interesting. And we got a, looks like an F2 or 3 that somebody butchered the top of the cowl and the header panel off of. Still got some good doors. That's actually a 53 to 5 style. Maybe I'll try to get those doors from them. We'll step over these bushes here to get to some other ones. Well, here's a Chevy C10 there. Looks like a 63 up style. That's the kind with the trim down the bed. That trim is kind of hard to come by down the side there. Missing one door. Here's a square body C10. No bed, just the front. There's another Chevy 2-door over there. Missing some parts. This is what we like to do. Search these places for something worth taking home. Well, here's another 46 or 7 Ford truck here. It's a big grain truck. Missing the doors, but a pretty good cab on it. Looks like a Grand Marquis or something back there. Chrysler there. Some more modern stuff over in this area. You can see a bunch of them squashed over along the fence over there. So we're going to walk back up towards the front, see what else is up that way. Now we're going to work our way down this aisle here. This is a Chevy 3600. Got some denting above the door. Boy, I recognize that one quick. That one's a 1940 Nash. I know, because that was my first car. About the same thing. That one's a sedan. Here's the other side of that Chevy. That one's a little buggered up. Still got some good parts, but a little buggered up. And there's a Rambler next to the Nash here. Old Rambler. And looks like a 55 or so Chevy pickup. That one's missing a bunch of parts, but it looks like it has a good header panel. Got rust in the bottom of the front fenders. Looks like it might be a 32, which is a half-ton long box. Missing the doors. Well, yeah, it does have a good header panel. I don't know if you can see that with the sunlight, but it's got a good cab on it. There's the other side of it. Sorry for the rough walking, but I'm walking over. I can kind of show you here. Some really rough terrain there. Yeah, that's a 6-lug wheel on that Chevy, so it's a half-ton long box. There's a 3800 advanced design. That's a 1-ton. That one's really smashed on this corner, but still got some good parts. Got a hood latch panel. Probably doors aren't too bad. It's got some worthwhile stuff on there. This one is a short box, 3100. Got a messed up cab, but here again, it's got some good parts. They're piled up deep here. Look at them all stacked up 3 high. Here's a GMC advanced design. Looks like it might be a short box. Yeah, we got it in behind here. This is a short box GMC. So that's a half-ton. There's the back end of the other ones there. Gonna pan over this way. There's a Nash. And a 57 Chevy 4-door there. Look at that big 1-ton panel. There's also a 58 Chevy in between the panel and us. So we'll jump over that way. Here's the front of these cars. Looks like the door off of this 1-ton panel. A couple windows cut in the side. That 1-ton panel looks like a 58. Big Chevy panel. Here's a GMC here. And another GMC. This looks like a 58 or 9 GMC there. That looks like probably a half-ton, but a short or a long box. Yeah, it's got the 6-lug wheels. So that's another, it's probably called a 150 GMC. Missing the driver's door. There's a little Falcon Ranchero. That's kind of a cool car there. Doesn't look too bad. Here's a Pontiac. This one's a 4-door Pontiac there. And another later Falcon Ranchero right there. That looks like a GM car there. Not sure if that's a Buick or what it is. Maybe somebody, it's probably a Skylark, I'm guessing. And here's a Studebaker. 49, early 50s Studebaker. Kind of looking through these. Way at the end, we got a Metro. We got one advanced design Chevy, got a carry-all there, Suburban, and another 60s Chevy pickup here, so we'll kind of get a little closer to them. So we'll kind of walk down them here. This one's a Chevy. See some denting in the roof, but it's a carry-all Suburban. And we got an advanced design here. That looks like it's probably a 1-ton or 3/4 ton. It's a bigger, longer box. Here's a Ford, another unicab, body integral with the cab. That's a short box. That's worthwhile. And there's the International Metro. We'll jump onto the other side there. Metro. I don't know what it's got for suspension parts, but that would be a really cool Aerosmith tribute van right there. You just never know what you're going to find at a place like this. So there's a couple more cars on the way out, but I just want to say I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you like this kind of stuff. We got all kinds of swap meets, auctions, ranches, junkyards, whatever, salvage yards. So if you like this kind of content or antiques and stuff, please subscribe. Please give us thumbs up. Please give us good comments. All these things help, and we'll do a lot more for you. We'll catch the rest of these cars here. Well, we're kind of over here on the end, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Just wanted to show you the last couple. There's a Buick over there, and over here is a, looks like a 51 or 2 Chevy sedan delivery back in there. So if you need to contact this guy, get a hold of us. We can get you in touch with him. But otherwise, we'll catch you on the next round.